Hello my lovelies, today's video is about 10 niche fragrances I can't live without. I have done the really hard thing of choosing the 10 out of my collection. It was really tough, and then I've put them in the order of like the top one I can't live without and the bottom ones, but still in the top 10 list. And they are truly like the fragrances that I gravitate towards in my huge collection the most, and I kind of have to fight not to wear them on repeat because I want to, you know, really experience my full collection and not just get stuck to these. The reason why it's number 10 is because it's a newer obsession. So I took away a few points to the ones at the bottom because they are a bit newer in my collection. So I can't give them the full-fledged, you know, status that the number 1 has, for example. But it is Pasticcio from Sospiro. This scent from the whole line is the standout for me. I know that many people love like Dolce Melodia, and I love Dolce Melodia as well. But there is something about this scent that I love. It just works for me. It's so magical. It's this pistachio, creamy nuttiness, sandalwood. Man, it's so delicious. But then it's got this leathery, really strong, almost aquatic depth of the sea sort of base, and the two together make for just this amazing burst of fragrance. You get the nuttiness, the creaminess of pistachios, and then you've got this really strong standalone sort of a note that pulls it together and makes for incredible niche fragrance. Man, I just adore this scent so much. Although it's more, you could call it a bit gourmand even because of that nutty, creamy pistachio, I could still wear it in the summertime because of this base note that is kind of earthy, kind of aquatic, but think like aquatic in terms of like the patchouli in aquatic fragrances. It's to die for, and it's one of those fragrances that I would wear again and again and again. And the only downside is that it doesn't last like a huge amount of time. It lasts a good few hours, but I wish it lasted and projected even more. That would be like my holy grail sort of fragrance that I would probably move up the line a bit more, but this is so good still. Next up is a fragrance from a brand that you might think, because I'll tell you now, it's from BDK, but it's not what you might think, because I've realized recently that although my husband absolutely is obsessed with Gris Chanel.
It's just number 1, the best perfume for women in the entire world. It's just the best.
And I love Gris Chanel as well. But for my list, this is the fragrance that I wear the most, that I myself, like, I'll choose to wear it more just because it's a bit more me. And Gris Chanel is like, I wear it, yes, I enjoy it, but I wear it a bit more for my husband and like for my surroundings, I would say. But this is the fragrance that I can't live without, and it's newer in my collection. That's why it's also lower on the list. But I do wear it so much, and it's Pas Ce Soir Extrait from BDK. There is something about, again, that patchouli note. Maybe I'm obsessed with patchouli, that's why. But the patchouli in here, it's like, it's minty, it's cold, it's this super fun, fruity, girly scent, and then you are smashed with this like minty, cold patchouli that is a bit powdery as well. The whole fragrance, it lasts and lasts, and what you get is the whiffs of this like minty cold patchouli darkness, and I love it. I love the juxtaposition of this really positive fruity Pas Ce Soir DNA, but then the extrait version is where they've added this darkness to it, and I love how long it lasts. You get the whiffs of the patchouli all the time, and I do love to wear it. It's a pleasure. I didn't think I would love it as much as I do, but I truly love it, and quite a good bit is down of this fragrance because I love it so much. By the way, let me know what is your number one fragrance that you can't live without. Have a think because it might be really hard, but let me know. Next up in my can't live without section fragrances is this baby, and it's Greenly from Parfums de Marly. This scent, good half of it is completely done. I wear it, my husband also wears it, but it's one of those scents that I wear to the gym quite often. Like if I'm doing anything sporty, then this is the one that I gravitate towards, not only because it's really long lasting. For a freshie, that's absolutely shocking how long lasting, in a good way shocking, and how long lasting, how projecting it is. You only literally need 1-2 sprays. I don't apply much more than that because I don't want to suffocate people at the gym. But for example, I wore it yesterday to the gym and I was like, oh, it's so good, it's so fresh. Even though I'm in this sweaty environment, it's so spicy. It's like this super spicy, dry cedarwood scent. It's so unusual smelling, and it's truly unisex. It's in the men's fragrance bottle, but this is totally a unisex scent, and it's amazing for that long-lasting freshness. And yeah, one of the freshies that I can't live without. Now we're getting to the fragrances that have been a bit longer in my fragrance collection, but not too long. The top 2 I think have been the longest, and that's why they've got that status. But this is one of the fragrances that I've now stopped using because it's getting close to being totally empty, and it's De Los Santos from Byredo. If you have watched this channel, you might know that my taste is very specific, I would say, in fragrances, and I love woody scents. Like, that is my thing. I have always preferred more masculine leaning fragrances, actually, and this is one of those examples. De Los Santos is super medicinal, black tea, herbal. You literally feel like you're smelling like a medicine box when you smell this. It's got this really strong sandalwood note as well. This to me is an upgrade from like Le Labo Santal 33. This is that sort of a woody, unusual scent, but it's a bit more robust, not as linear. It's got more going on. It's so sexy to me. I don't know why, but this is like, if I wanted to feel sexy, I would wear something like this, because I love this sort of really unusual, confidence boosting, woody scent. Absolutely amazing, long lasting. Yes, Byredo, long lasting. Don't laugh, but this is truly long lasting, and it's an amazing scent. Next up is another niche fragrance that I just love wearing. There is something about some fragrances I know that I'll love, and I'm buying them and I'll know that I'll wear them a lot. But there is fragrances that I get and I think, yes, I love it, but I don't know if I'll, love it wearing it so much. There's fragrances that I just love sniffing, for example, on other people, but I still want in my collection. This is one of those that I love wearing and I didn't think I would as much. It's Temp Fluo from Nishane. There's something about this scent. It's an absolute pleasure to wear. It's so captivating. From the first spray, you're just like, whoa, you hit with this incredibly spicy, fresh scent, and it's even like spiky and green. I call it my like niche YSL Libre version because it has got a lot of YSL Libre aspects. It's light, it's fresh, but it's also incredibly strong. Although with longevity, this one struggles a little bit. I would reapply it every few hours. It's so fresh, it's juicy, it's got this woody underlayer. It's got saffron, I believe, in here because it's a very specific note that makes almost any fragrance amazing. And it's one of those that draws you in if you love really intense, fresh, but like they draw you in sexy scents. That I highly encourage you to try this one out, at least a sample of it. It's absolutely just mouth-wateringly fresh, and this is one of those like signature scent worthy scents that I just have to have in my collection. Next three fragrances, I would say that a lot of you, if you've watched my videos, then you know kind of what fragrances I'm going to talk about, because this is the top 5, so top 5 fragrance on this list. It is no other than Amouage Guidance. This is my signature scent. It's one that I adore. Every time I smell it, it's game over for me. I have loved it ever since it was first given to me pre-release, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this scent so much. I've got this and like 2 samples of it still that I'm keeping so that I never run out of it. It's milky, powdery, creamy, but also incensey, clean, but also flowery. It's got all amazing aspects to this fragrance. It's also one of the most complimented fragrance in my wardrobe, in my fragrance wardrobe. And I was surprised by this because this is not a very, I would say, safe bet scent. It's got elements of that, you know, fragrance for women that, you know, we've got that DNA, we kind of know what to expect from a female sort of fragrance, but this has got some twists and turns to it, and I didn't think that anybody, like apart from me, maybe would love it, but apparently this is very, very compliment getting, because I get compliments for it all the time from like random employees in shops and stuff. So this is an amazing, really long lasting, really projecting fragrance. I can't live without it. This is my signature scent. The one on number 4, I've put it on number 4 because I find it a bit more versatile than number 5. So this is a fragrance that I could wear literally anywhere, and I wear it to the gym again, I wear it just normal around the house, I wear it out, I would even wear it out. This is the sort of scent that I absolutely love, and it's Valaya from Parfums de Marly. This scent, it's second one on this list from Parfums de Marly. See, this is so clean. It smells like a luxury hotel. It smells like peach fuzz, musks, just this clean, white, fresh fruit sort of a fragrance. It's powdery, it lasts a long time, it also is very projecting, and to me this is one of those everyday fragrances that I can just not live without. It's so wearable, you just feel like you wear it and you feel so good about the way you smell, and I have never regretted wearing it either. You know, this is a chameleon, it can go into any sort of situation with you and not smell like it's out of place, whereas some other fragrances are a bit harder to navigate with that. This is an absolutely amazing fragrance. Try it on your skin, because on the scent strip it doesn't do this fragrance justice. It's beautiful. Number 3 is this baby. I wore it this morning and I was like, man, it's getting better with age, as because I've had it for I think about maybe 2 years now, and it is so good. It's Xerjoff Starlight Shooting Stars. This is my holy grail fragrance. I will always want to have this in my collection if God allows. This is just the coriander in here, the honey, the transparent prettiness of this fragrance. It's so long lasting, so projecting. It smells like it just came from the angels, literally. It's such an unusual scent, but it works. It's white chocolate, it's spicy, it's herbal, it's everything you want in a good fragrance, and it's unique at that. So it's absolutely amazing. You have to absolutely try this scent, because I know that many of you have purchased it on my recommendation and you were absolutely amazed and floored by it. I got many comments of this, so I'm very happy that I got to do this for you, because yeah, I blind bought it myself, didn't know anything about it, and I was like, whoa, I have to tell the world about this fragrance because it's so underrated. I think on Xerjoff, even on Fragrantica, it was really low down the line of favorites of the popular fragrances, and I was like, should I give it a chance? And then I was like, yeah, I love the notes, I'll just give it a chance. So yeah, I'm very glad I did. And now for the top 2. These are the elders in my collection. These are the fragrances that I can't live without, and I've had them for a long time. I first had this fragrance in a sample, and I loved it so much I got it later down the line. And a funny thing is that these two fragrances at the top I have worn multiple times on my birthday, so that just goes to show you that these are very special to me, and I'm very specific with when I wear certain fragrances because I'm afraid that I'm going to spoil a fragrance. But these are so special to me that I wear them on my birthday. And it's the first one is Masque Ravageur from Frederic Malle. This is a scent that I wear truly for myself. My husband doesn't really like it on me that much, I would say, because it's very animalic, it's spicy, it's got all the Christmas spices in here, so you get this truly magical sort of Christmassy vibe. You get this lovely honey as well in here. It's a warm animalic amber, and the animalicness, can you say that? It is fairy. You can really smell how animalic this fragrance is, and when I smell it I kind of think about like a wild animal in a forest kind of like looking at me, and it's like very honey colored, like with leaves, and it's fall outside. That is what I'm picturing with this fragrance. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. It's such a joy to wear, and it's very impressive, long lasting again, and it's something that, yeah, I think people would truly like. If you chose to wear this fragrance, you love high perfumery, you appreciate perfumes, and you don't care necessarily if everybody will love the way you smell, but you wear it for yourself, and maybe we'll start a conversation with somebody who loves the way you smell as well and appreciates those things. Number one is fragrance, and I have to preface this, is a fragrance I don't actually talk about that much on this channel. Why? Because it's incredibly hard to find. It's a fragrance, and I don't like to tease you and tell you, oh, this is amazing, and hype it up, and then you can't actually try it or buy it, but I'll do my best to try and find it. I think if you are here in the UK, it might be much easier to find it than if you're in the US. But this scent is, again, I wore it 3 times on my birthday. This is how special this fragrance is. It's been in my collection for a while, and again, it is one of those fragrances that is, to me, show-stopping. I love wearing it. I apply tons of it because I just love how powerful it is, and it's fitting with my dry, woody sense of light. I like dry, woody fragrances, and this is one of those, and it's Roja Parfums Harrods Oud with the green crystal cap. This is so juicy, so dry, so woody. It's one of those fragrances, I don't know what it is, but I love dry, woody scents. I want to smell them all the time. There is something addictive about them, in my opinion. They're incredibly sexy, to my nose at least. Let me know if you're the same. But man, this is so high quality. This oud in here, it's not like a animalic sweet oud. It's very dry. It's woody. You've got this juiciness at the top. Because it's so dry, it makes your mouth water when you wear this. It's almost like a green apple opening. Man, I love it. It's such a powerful, strong fragrance. It's very, I would say, signature worthy. Again, it's one that is very unusual, and I actually got a compliment for it on my birthday from a person that was doing my massage. A girl was doing my massage, and afterwards she was like, please tell me you smell amazing. What fragrance is it? So I wrote it down for her. But I was surprised that she loved it, because to me this is a very specific scent again, but maybe it's one of those, again, that people love, and it is very specific, and both can be true at the same time. If you have ever smelled it, let me know what you think about this scent. But yeah, if you are in London, if you're in Harrods, try it out and let me know what you think about it. I adore it, and I never want to get this bottle down. Maybe I want to, but I don't want to purchase another one because it's very expensive. Let me know actually, where are you watching this video from right now? It's always super interesting to me to find out where you're watching me from, because I'm just here sitting, in a room in the UK, but it's so fun to know that you're all around the world. And yeah, if you love fragrance videos, and I do vlog once a week as well, then subscribe. I would love it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.